And there is one story we are going to talk about. There's a story to talk about, and it's Alyssa Mercante, and this is some crazy Twitter drama, but she got absolutely annihilated. Like, it's absolutely hilarious, and it's all because apparently, and we'll kind of go over it because I'm blocked by her and the person involved, the other person involved, and then someone else, a game developer, was responding to both of them. But outside of that, I didn't see a whole lot of what was going on in the entertainment world because I was so focused on the hurricane yesterday and the crew and everything, make sure everybody's okay. But this whole Alyssa Mercante story is hilarious. She got destroyed by a game developer. And it's so funny because you know how much she wants to be like respected by that world, the game developer world. And the fact that this guy had no idea who she was, she got absolutely annihilated.
Yeah. Have you, do you have that guy's Twitter that talked to her?
Oh yeah, I've got it all. Well, I've got a bunch of tweets from Grums trying to show some of it. So let me go ahead and let me try to do as much of a kind of a, so again, the problem is these idiots, one of them has me blocked, the other has her tweets protected now.
As soon as this guy responded, she went protected because she got roasted.
So here's what I can make of the situation right here. So this Twitch streamer says, hey new folks, I'm Ray, I work in the gaming industry and in game production. I worked on various software and hardware for Xbox. I now work as an independent media producer and had the privilege of working on the Dota Internationals 2023 and other gaming media projects. This guy comes in and says, I'm the director behind the Ori games, Ori and the Blind Forest. I know, man, Martha Seiberg used to talk about Ori and the Blind Forest a lot. I'm the director behind both Ori games, and I don't know who you are and how you were affiliated with Ori. Oh boy. And then it just kind of spirals from there. And this person then puts their tweets in protected mode. And then guess who joins in? Alyssa Mercante.
Yep.
And then this guy responds to Alyssa right here. Okay. And he says, I don't know who you are. And it got 7,000 likes. 7,000 likes.
So what she did was she responded to him with a tweet that with an article that Kotaku had written about him, claiming that he had bad he was like being mean to people in like the production of one of the games that he was making, and she basically took shots at him and called him a dickhead for like no apparent reason. And that's why he was like, I don't understand why you're attacking me. And then it kind of started to spiral from there because she really thought she was cooking for a moment there. So
well, she also quote tweeted this. Grums has this tweet here. So Alyssa Mercante quote tweeted, Ori Studio accused of being oppressive sexist workplace. So then, like, she's just so unnecessary. So first she comes in and calls this guy a dickhead.
Yep.
And then that's when he says, I don't know who you are. Then I'll go back to the tweets that I can't see because she has me blocked. And she has me blocked on like every account that I have access to. Chick is absolutely insane. Then he comes back and he says, hey, Alyssa, you're apparently a journalist from Kotaku. The fact that he like passively aggressively, because he's like, I don't know who you are. You're apparently a journalist from Kotaku. I know that pisses her off so bad because she wants to be known. She wants to, like, this is why I said Frost was funner to roast. It was a lot more. I had a lot more fun roasting Frost. Yeah. And like Alyssa is boring. That's why I haven't made any videos on her. I really like, I've made a couple, but she's not fun to roast because she's just she's such a retard. But he says, hey, Alyssa, you're apparently a journalist from Kotaku. So I'm guessing you haven't worked in actual game development yet. Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh my God. Let me try to explain the thing you posted about, which I'm guessing was that hit piece from a few years back. Yes, I'm guilty of what stayed in that image, and that's okay because this is the normal creative process. We brought a lot of veterans into Moon because generally great people want to get the opportunity to work on great projects, and that's our goal at Moon. I love how this guy's just owning it.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, whatever, man. This is a creative process. You don't know anything about it. You've never worked in game development. You don't know anything about this. And this right here, this bothers her more than anything me or you could ever say to her. This bothers her to her core that a game developer is actually like basically nonchalantly just destroying her, dude. This has got to eat her alive right now.
Yeah.
And the amount of attention. This tweet has 13,000 likes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he signs off with yours, dickhead.
Yeah. You want
like
what's even wilder as I have the response here. So he asked that girl who she was, and because he's like, and she said, "Oh, I worked in the like research department, and we're researching like and doing research for the marketing of the game and stuff like that." And he go, "Oh, this is what he responded with. That could explain it. I didn't want to cause you any trouble. I just saw you posting that you worked on Ori, and I had no idea who you are. And since you're calling people names online, I thought it was important to inform people that you never actually worked for Moon Studios, that you don't ever directly engage with anyone at Moon. Always be nice to people, even those you disagree with." That's when she responded with the article clip, the snapshotted article, and called him a dickhead. And he was like, "Yo, what?" So he was even
so dumb.
Yeah, he was even trying to be chill about it, and she just had like a total attitude about it. Yeah, it was wild, man. And he completely put her on blast. And of course, she freaked out and she went on her Twitter, and he's a sexist and he created a sexist, hostile environment for his employees and blah, blah, blah. But, knowing Alyssa, she doesn't respond to anything well. So,
yeah. And she's always like overly aggressive. And she expects that everybody knows who she is. Everybody in the gaming world has to know who she is. And the reality of it is they don't know who she is and they don't care who she is. And Kotaku carries no value whatsoever. In fact, it carries negative connotation is all whenever people hear about it. So I when I saw this interaction, I knew point blank, I was like, this burns her up more than anything.
Yep.
And now this guy will be the new Grums for them. And listen, I know there's probably like 7 people on Twitter right now that are crying because I mentioned Grums. Guess what? I'm going to continue to mention Grums. I don't give a shit how upset that makes you. I really don't. The people that are going out, like they're like, "Jeremy, you can't have Grums back on your show because he's a bad person." And I'm like, he's never been mean to me. Okay. So, so I don't really care about the people that screech and cry because Grums man bad or whatever. At the end of the day, this guy now being a game developer and actually having an opinion that doesn't line up with the narrative, now suddenly this guy's going to be public enemy number 1. Now
100%.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he has got a game coming out called No Rest for the Wicked, and it's like a top-down game that looks kind of similar to like Diablo. People have been really excited. There's been a lot of hype behind the game. Obviously, Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and Will and the Wisp were like huge hits. People love them. They're beloved games. And this No Rest for the Wicked game that's in development has looked really good, and people have been pretty excited. And so now the inevitable part is they're going to try to shit on this game. She's going to go run to her journalist friends and say this. And it's funny because I actually have one of the tweets that she posted on her own about this guy. She goes, "This is because a man who allegedly fostered a sexist, oppressive workplace decided to wrongfully publicly accuse a woman of lying about her job history, which sent the army of chuds after her, and they called him a dickhead for it. He could have DM'd her. He knew what he was doing." The best part about it is, mentioning Grums, he was right. She does not work for his studio. She doesn't work with them. She specifically does market research, and she claims that she worked on these games. She's going around saying, "Hey, I was part of the development of these games. I worked on these games." She had no involvement whatsoever. And it's like if somebody was walking around saying, "Hey, I'm part of Geeks and Gamers. I know Jeremy and all these guys," and Jeremy goes, "I don't know who you are. We don't interact with you." "Oh, well, I did a YouTube video about you one time." Yeah.
Well,
like, "Well, I did a YouTube video about you." Yeah.
So that right there, Grums has got some screenshots of it. She never worked for any of the games she claimed. So it's just crazy. She never worked on Ori. And I think this is great, man. More people need to be put in check when they're sitting there spewing this nonsense. And then, of course, you got Alyssa Mercante just inserting herself into a conversation and getting absolutely wrecked. Like absolutely wrecked. Bro. and just following how this is why, like, I know that there was like some arguments about like, Frost and everything, and like she loves Frost did not love the attention. All right, she did not like being talked about. Alyssa Mercante does like it.
She wants to be the center of the room.
She absolutely does.
You know,
she loves this shit.
Yeah, so that's why I don't make videos on her all the time. And I'm not saying you're wrong for doing it. Do your thing. You know, I enjoy like Smash JT, and Smash JT's got like legitimate reasons. Like she's actually like the things she's done have been so far over the line that Smash JT is absolutely insane. But like Frost was fun to talk about. It was entertaining to talk about it because she put herself in that position, and you could tell that she was like, oh shit, I've done really fucked up. Well, all you had to do was apologize and people would have left you alone, but you didn't. And then you doubled down on it and tripled down on it and all of that. And of course, Frost has disappeared. Yeah, now Frost has just completely left the internet. I miss Frost. Come on back, Frost. I'll have you on Geeks and Gamers. Come on back. Come on back. Come on,
Imagine
man.
Frost comes back and
she can read the super chat.
Fight each other.
What if I got Frost to replace Beardo to read super chats? Dude.
Holy man. Yeah, Beardo's sitting here without power looking at his phone going, what the fuck are we doing?
Can you imagine a Frost savvy like debate on something?
My god,
like,
it would be amazing. Could you imagine Frost having to read super chats on a Geeks and Gamers channel? Holy shit.
Holy shit, bro. That's wild.
So I wonder if people would send, if you don't like it, don't watch, please. They have to say that over and over again. You know?
I will 100% have Frost on. I want Frost on Geeks and Gamers. Let's go, man. Frost was awesome. We miss you, Frost. Let's go. Get back on here.
The same without you. Yep.
Tell us, hey, you know what? Her PlayStation DOA comments aren't as far off as they seem to be back in the day.
No.
Oh my
we also
God.
got Drunk 3PO singing Boys to Men, which is like one of the best memes I've ever seen in my life.
On my video when she was fired.
Yeah, bro.
Our G4 went down. Yeah.
Dude, can we get that? Can we get that?
I don't know where it is.
I'm gonna find that shit. Hang on,
bro.
Read super chats and I'll do it.
I got that video out before Jeremy. That was my only goal. I was like, I know he's in the laboratory. I gotta at least get a 5-minute head start to get that algorithm.
Bro,
so I just sang a song.
That video killed me, bro. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. All right, I found it.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Sexism in gaming.
And I'll take with me the memory to be my sunshine after the rain.
Grew up watching as a child, but
it's so hard. That's awful.
It's so hard. In front of us, I can see you without a doubt. There will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the priest.
That's brutal, man. Why?
Don't watch it. Peace.
If you missed it, Frosted Twitter and look at that old.
The thing
studio.
that kills me, bro, is that she's just ranting in the background and the whole time, bro. It killed me, bro. Oh my god,
that was a fast edit because I was just trying to get it out before.
Well, that video had me dying, bro. That shit was hilarious.
I think like people were telling you that I did my. Like they were telling Jeremy, Jay beat you finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was great, man.